I got this question about the Ghost Riders a while ago, and I just sat on it because my memory of the start of season six is exactly as the questioners. If you see the Ghost Riders, you get taken. And I, like a lot of folks, were thinking that was a cause and effect thing. If you see the Ghost Riders, they then decide to take you. That's not it at all, though. And it turns out my misunderstanding of that fundamental fact was all down to a single line of dialogue, which is especially embarrassing for me since I talk about the Ghost Riders all the time on this channel.
Within the Teen Wolf universe, the Ghost Riders of the Wild Hunt ride a supernatural storm around the world and never stop, except in the case of Beacon Hills. There, the Ghost Riders got stuck. Teen Wolf's wooden-faced cowboys landed in Season 6, running all over town, literally stealing people and erasing them from memory, so even family and friends didn't always realize they were gone. This is just what they do. It's their purpose within the vast universal machine. The things we see when the riders are in our dimension are not the Ghost Riders. That is a construct that our collective unconscious creates in the shape of a bunch of demonic cowboys. That construct is then laid on top of the existing supernatural force. In other words, away from America and European cultural influence, they look like something else. Back in the pre-colonial days, an indigenous Hawaiian person would see them as night marchers. This group of supernatural beings is said to be made up of the souls of dead island warriors who march through the air bringing death to those who don't show proper respect and taking souls to march with them forever. It's the same Wild Hunt force, just with a different face. A 17th century sailor would have seen the Hunt as the ghostly crew of the Flying Dutchman. Again, it's the same unstoppable soul-collecting supernatural force, just in a different context. There are others, but I hope 3 examples are enough. Whatever their bodies look like, they're not real. Their physicality, their solidness is created and wrapped around this supernatural force by our own cultural expectations. We have an excellent example of this in the Claudia rider. Her shape, her body, was completely drawn from the sheriff's expectations and then reinforced by his desire to have her back. He could touch her and probably smell her perfume, but she was always just a disembodied soul from the Wild Hunt inside a Claudia-shaped shell that the sheriff helped make. It's been going on like that forever. The riders strike in a place and then move on when the storm does. But in Beacon Hills, the riders just stayed and took almost everyone before Scott and his pack and his allies managed to rescue the people and send the riders on their way.
The Hunt being stuck is the only thing that gave Styles and the rest of us enough time to notice the process of people vanishing. I rewatched the opening of season 6 over the holiday and found the source of my misremembered piece of canon.
Those who see the Wild Hunt beware, for you are already lost.
That's it. Those who see the Wild Hunt beware, comma, for you are already lost. That means something different than I thought. It says that the ability to see the riders is a sign you're already marked for a one-way trip to the Wild Hunt. So now, looking back at this specific question, Styles was already being erased throughout the day. Seeing the Ghost Rider only confirmed what was happening already.
Styles? If you can see them, they're gonna...
No, I know. Okay, look, they're coming for me. So you have to get away from me right now, okay?
I'm not leaving you.
And again, we only notice this because they're stuck in Beacon Hills. Usually it happens once or twice, the storm passes, and then no one is the wiser. But we got to witness the process over a full 24-hour period. And since the hunt is stuck and is eventually going to take everybody in Beacon Hills, everybody in town is already marked for transit. With Styles, we learned that that line of dialogue is just indicating that if you can see the riders, your turn is coming up sooner.